Deep in the village of Devgard sits a centuries-old black stone statue. The locals call it Kaalnetra, the Eye of Time, and it rests permanently tangled inside the roots of a massive banyan tree. Its eyes are unnervingly sharp. This page from the original story document highlights the single, unbreakable law governing this idol. Passed down for generations, the rule is simple: never lie beneath the old eye. The village elders say the warning is enforced by the four, unseen, shadowy entities waiting silently at the edge of the forest, ready to exact justice on anyone arrogant enough to break that rule. For 6 generations, no one tests this. Then a developer named Ranbir Oberoi arrives in a fleet of cars. He pitches a corporate social responsibility initiative to build a glorious marble temple for the idol. But the temple is camouflage. Oberoi's actual plan is to steal the priceless original stone for the black market and quietly swap it out with a custom-carved replica. To make the con work, Oberoi approaches a desperate, indebted local named Pratap. For 50,000 rupees, Pratap stands right beneath the banyan tree and publicly vouches for the developers and their fake project. This successful deception has triggered a 500-year-old supernatural tripwire. The village's justice operates on an ancient Indian framework of conflict resolution. The universe starts with the first phase, Sam, which means gentle persuasion or a peaceful warning. Oberoi receives a vivid dream warning him to walk away. The story structure shifts here into parts 2 and 3, as the plot moves away from persuasion and toward active consequence. Oberoi wakes up in a cold sweat, but decides to blame the nightmare on a broken ceiling fan in a hot room. He pushes forward. That denial activates the second phase, Dam, meaning the price. Suddenly, the heist crew faces bizarre friction. Delivery trucks die on empty roads for exactly an hour, crucial computer files vanish, bank accounts freeze. The text here details a Gupt Prastav, a secret proposal. A mysterious cooperative offers to buy out the entire contract at a fair price, allowing the crew to walk away with their profit intact. These failures represent a cosmic toll being levied, 1 coin at a time. The crew has been handed a profitable exit, but their greed obscures the path. They reject the money. Rejecting the exit initiates the third phase, Bade, or division. The crew's trust rapidly fractures under the pressure. Paranoia sets in, and they begin turning on each other over their shares of the stolen money. Amidst this chaos, the young local, Pratap, learns the actual lore from a village elder. Centuries ago, 4 men lied to frame an innocent sadhu. Unable to clear his name, the sadhu killed himself on the black stone, leaving his justice to the universe. This passage spells out the consequence. The 4 liars were denied the mercy of death. They became Satya ki Parchayan, shadows of truth, doomed to wander the forest and execute judgment wherever a lie is buried. Hearing this breaks Pratap. Consumed by guilt for selling out his home, he abandons his payout and races through the dark to confess everything to the village priest. He never makes it. Oberoi and his enforcer intercept Pratap in the woods and murder him to protect the secret. But when they try to wash the blood off their hands, the water runs thick and black. Shedding innocent blood on that soil officially ends the negotiation. The grace period is over. The heist is now a supernatural death sentence. This brings us to the final phase, Danda, or punishment. The trap snaps shut on the morning of the grand temple consecration, with the entire village gathered around the site. Under the cover of a ceremonial curtain, the crew's sculptor attempts the final swap. But the second his hands touch the true idol, the marble replica gives up, disintegrating into wet gray ash. The 4 shadows step out of the tree line. They don't attack the men. They don't raise a single weapon. They simply strip away the crew's ability to maintain the lie. Stripped of his deception, Oberoi is magically compelled to march out and shout every detail of his criminal scheme to the horrified crowd. His accomplices are left entirely catatonic, their minds broken by the sheer weight of what they saw. Pratap is buried with honors. The village remembers the truth he died trying to tell, a final act that outweighs the initial betrayal. The author distills the entire story into this philosophical thesis: truth often arrives late, leading people to believe it is weak. But when it finally arrives, it requires absolutely no weapons to execute its judgment. You cannot outsmart the truth. In Devgad, a liar becomes the eternal, trapped guardian of their own deception.